Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Ricky Travels. Some of you guys might not know this, but I'm from San Diego, which is considered the finest city in America. Why is San Diego the finest city in America? That's because we have some of the most beautiful beaches, the perfect weather, and we have the most laid back and nicest people in the country. Today I'll be giving you guys a tour of one of my favorite places in San Diego, the San Diego Marina Bay Front, which is home to some of the most touristy attractions. But before we get started with the tour, I'm gonna give you guys a couple of tips. Alright guys, so here are some tips for you guys. Make sure that you guys wear comfortable shoes. That's like the most important tip that I can give you guys, because right now I'm wearing boots and my feet are killing me. Tip number 2, make sure that you guys come on an empty stomach, because there are so many places to choose from where you guys can eat, whether it is fine dining, whether it is buying pretzel or simply just buying ice cream. You always find something, and there are so many type of restaurants here that you can buy pizza, hamburgers, anything, Italian food, you name it, and you guys will be able to see it here on this video. Tip number 3, the best time to come to this place is in the late afternoon, because you guys could check them out during the day and at nighttime, and you guys can also check out the amazing sunset. And lastly, tip number 4, if you guys want to go out on a romantic date, this is the place, because it has romantic views, romantic restaurants, and it's just a very charming place to take a walk on. So I suggest, if you guys are looking for a place to take your girl or your boyfriend, come here. Alright guys, so the first stop on our tour is the Start of India. Built in 1863, the Start of India is the oldest ship in the world still sailing. This ship was built in England, and it has traveled around the world 21 times. This ship has had many purposes, from carrying passengers to carrying lumber, coal, sugar, and salmon. It finally made its way to San Diego in 1926 and is now a historical museum. Can you guys believe that this ship has been around the world 21 times? It's insane, it's mind-blowing. I wish I was this ship. So right now, this ship is actually currently closed because of COVID, and general admission is $20. And before you guys even say, Ricky, that's pretty expensive, yes, I agree with you guys, it is expensive, but it's totally worth it, because not only do you get to go on this Pirates of the Caribbean looking like ship, you also get to ride one, and you get to go around the bay on a historic tour. So yes, it is worth it. So you guys should totally check it out. Alright guys, so for our next spot, we're gonna go to the Broadway Pier, but along the way you can find some restaurants, a bar, and you guys could check them out right now, which is actually back there. Yeah, that's a bar and a restaurant, and you can actually buy the ferry tickets in there, and you can buy a couple other items. There's a souvenir shop too, so you guys can stop there before you guys go to the Broadway Pier. Alright guys, so we made it to the next stop on our tour, which is the Broadway Pier. The Broadway Pier is a cruise ship terminal, an event venue, a public gathering space, and a place where you can check out some of the most spectacular views of the bay. The flexible space honors the water through its artistic design and environmentally friendly features. And fun fact, the Broadway Pier is home to the Disney Cruise Line. So the Broadway Pier looks very unapproachable. Whenever you go to the front entrance, there's this gate, like this very tall gate, and it just makes it seem like you can't even go in. But a lot of people don't know this. You can actually walk around the building and go to the back part area, which is where I'm at right now, and it's awesome. It's like one of my favorite places, because not a lot of tourist people know about this, and it's usually always empty. This is a place where I come to just relax, like unwind myself, and you can check out views of the USS Midway, the bay, and actually downtown San Diego, which is back there. So I really enjoy being here. I actually really like sitting on one of those benches and just enjoying the views. For me, this is by far my favorite place here at the Broadway Pier, and I definitely recommend you guys coming here. So I'm actually enjoying doing this. This is the first time that I actually go and record a place. My other videos have been a little bit different, because I've been interviewing people or sitting at home, but this is the first video that I'm giving a tour, which I like it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Right now we're gonna go to the USS Midway, which is right next to us, and we'll see if we can go in. The USS Midway was the longest-serving aircraft carrier in the 20th century from 1945 to 1992. During its active time, an approximate 200,000 sailors served aboard the carrier. The USS Midway now serves as a historical Navy aircraft museum, and the ship houses more than 30 restored Navy aircrafts that you guys have to check out. General admission for the USS Midway is $26. I totally would have paid for it, but the thing is that everything on the inside is closed and the only thing that's open are the top decks where all the aircrafts are. Yes, it's something that you should look at, but it's not worth $26, so I'm just gonna wait until everything opens. Usually, you can take a self-guided tour around the 60 open spaces that you can walk through inside the ship, and that's totally worth it. So whenever they open up again, I'm gonna come and check it out. But for now, I'll tell you guys some interesting facts. So this is not just a museum. There's about 700 events going on here throughout the year. Some of those events, or most of them, are Navy related. As you guys know, the Navy is a big thing here in San Diego, and a lot of the ceremonies, a lot of the private parties, they happen here on the USS Midway. But that's not the only type of events that happen here. If you guys know American Idol, yeah, they film an episode here. A couple of TV series have been filmed here. And not only that, but college basketball games, yeah, they've also happened here, especially the ones where the Navy faced the US Army. As you guys can just imagine, this ship is pretty big. So now we're gonna go to one of the most photographed and romantic places here in San Diego. You guys will see what I'm talking about in a little bit. But for now, I'll tell you guys that right next to the USS Midway, there's this little park, and you guys can just come and chill here. It's actually really nice, and you guys can enjoy the views of the USS Midway and downtown, which is back there. So I definitely suggest, like, if you guys wanna have a picnic, you guys can totally come here and just relax. The Unconditional Surrender statue is a representation of one of the most popular photographs in US history, Victory over Japan Day in Times Square, which portrays a US Navy sailor embracing and kissing a total stranger. The artist of this 25-foot high sculpture, Jay Johnson, produced a series of temporary statues in different cities around the country, with San Diego being one of them. San Diego loved the temporary statues so much that they decided to buy a permanent statue, which was installed in 2013, and let me tell you guys, it was not cheap. So this 25-foot high statue was highly criticized when it first opened, because a lot of people were saying that it was a bad representation of the original photo. But now it's one of the icons here in San Diego. It's pretty popular, and a lot of tourists and even the locals here come and take photos right in front of the statue with their loved ones, either kissing or hugging. So I highly suggest that you guys come here and take your photo if you guys are ever in San Diego. One funny and interesting fact is that a person, some guy, who claimed he was a sailor on the photo and on the statue, he would actually stand in front of the statue for, I don't know, like every day, and he would actually charge women $10 to take a photo with him while he kissed them on the cheek. The crazy thing is that some people actually believed him, and they would actually pay him $10 for a picture. He would come dressed as a sailor and he would charge people. He actually just passed away in 2014, I believe, but for the longest time, that's what he would do. I don't know if that's true. No one actually knew if he was actually the real guy, but I don't know. Like, he made a living off of that, so yeah, that's cool. Anyways, enough about this, and now let's go to our next spot. Seaport Village is a 14-acre waterfront shopping, dining, and entertainment complex. It includes 54 one-of-a-kind shops, 13 casual dining places, and 4 fine dining restaurants. Seaport Village is steps away from some of the most popular hotels in San Diego, such as the Hilton Bayfront. And if you guys get tired of walking and shopping, you can have a picnic at the Embarcadero Park and enjoy the views of the Coronado Bridge and Island. Alright guys, so after like a 5-minute walk from the USS Midway, there's Seaport Village. I'm really starving right now, so the first thing we're gonna do is grab a slice of pizza, and I'm gonna show you guys which one's one of my favorite pizza places here in San Diego. So after enjoying that delicious pizza nut, I was considering getting an ice cream, but I'm not gonna be a fatty, and instead I'm gonna show you guys some of my favorite shops here at Seaport Village. Alright guys, so after a long walk through the San Diego Marina Bay, I end my day watching the sunset here at the park, which is right next to Seaport Village. So I definitely suggest that you guys start your tour by the start of India and finish here at Seaport Village, because at the end, when you guys are all tired, you guys can come and sit here at the park and just enjoy the views of the bay of Coronado, which Coronado is back there. I highly suggest that you guys come to Seaport Village, come do all the stuff that I said on the video. It's actually very fun. You can easily just take like 2 hours just walking around. And so make sure that if you guys are here in San Diego, come to this place, check it out. And hopefully you guys enjoy my video. Stay tuned for the next one, guys.